This video is sponsored by Grey Matter Gaming. Grey Matter Gaming is the #1 place to get the most affordable and quality battle mats, objective markers and other gaming accessories to take your gaming experience to the next level. Grey Matter Gaming is made by gamers, for gamers. Head on over today to see what you've been missing. The Mawtribes win priority and choose to go first. The tribe's battle tactic is magical dominance. Both teams receive a primal dice. Broad fails heroic leadership. The Vermin Lord also fails heroic leadership. The Frost Lord casts Mystic Shield but has it unbound. Broad prays and receives Shatter the Mountains. A unit of Morn Fong pack runs. A unit of Morn Fong pack runs. The clan rats redeploy. Broad sunders the terrain but misses his shots. The War Stomper fails his charge, but gets a second chance with Forward to Victory. The War Stomper receives Strike first. The War Stomper deals 6 mortal wounds to the Stormfiends with his crushing charge. The Stormfiends use Unleash Hell and deal 3 damage to the War Stomper. Broad fails his charge. A unit of Morn Fong charges and deals 3 damage to the clan rats with their impact hits. The other unit of Morn Fong pack charges and deals 2 more mortals to the clan rats. The War Stomper fails, smash to rubble the Gloomtide shipwreck. The War Stomper piles in and uses Hurtled Body and slays 1 Namatree Reaver. The War Stomper attacks the Stormfiends and kills them off. Next, a unit of Morn Fong attack the clan rats and deals 6 damage. The rats strike back and deal 0 damage. The last unit of Morn Fong finish off the clan rats. The Reavers attack the War Stomper and deals 1 damage. The Mawtribes fail their battle tactic, but hold more objectives, scoring 3 points. The Skaven battle tactic is magical dominance. Neither team receives a primal dice. The Skaven choose the Grey Seer to cast an additional spell for the turn. The Achelian King receives heroic leadership. Frost Lord also receives heroic leadership. The Grey Seer fails to cast Wither. Grey Seer also fails to cast Mystic Shield. Vermin Lord casts Flaming Weapon. Vermin Lord casts Dreaded Death Frenzy. The Vermin Lord shoots at the Mournfang pack and deals 4 damage. The Reavers shoot at the War Stomper. The Stomper uses all-out defense. The Reavers deal 4 damage. 2 Alapexes shoot at the War Stomper and deal a combined 9 damage. The remaining Alapex shoots at the Mournfang and deals 4 damage. The Ishleen Guard charges into Broad. The Vermin Lord charges into the Mournfang. The Alapex also charges into the Mournfang. The other Alapex fails to charge. The Vermin Lord stomps the Mournfang and deals 2 damage. Next the War Stomper uses Smash to rubble on the Gloomtide shipwreck. Next Broad stomps the Ishleen Guard dealing 2 damage. The Ishleen Guard attacks Broad and deals 5 damage. The War Stomper uses all-out attacks and attacks the Reavers and kills them off. The Vermin Lord then attacks both Mournfang packs and uses Tyrant of Battle. The Vermin Lord deals 4 damage to one Fang pack and 6 damage to the other Mourn pack. Next the Mourn pack attacks the Alapex and deals 5 damage. The Alapex piles and uses all-out attacks. The Alapex kills one of the riders. Next Broad attacks the Ishleen Guard and deals 5 damage. Next Broad heals 2. Holding 2 objectives and completing their battle tactic, the Skaven score 4 points. The Giants win priority and choose to go first. The Giants' battle tactic is Eat Your Fill. Both teams receive 1 primal dice. The War Stomper uses Heroic Recovery and heals 2. Broad prays and receives Might of the Earth. Broad heals 1 and War Stomper heals 2. The Frost Lord casts Suffocating Gravetide. The Gravetide deals 5 damage to the Plague Monks. The War Stomper sunders the Gloomtide shipwreck and throws it at the Plague Monks, dealing 6 damage. The Frost Lord charges into the Alapex. The Alapex uses Unleash Hell and deals 3 damage. The Frost Lord deals 5 damage to the Alapex with his crushing charge. Broad stomps the Ishleen Guard and deals 1 damage. The Frost Lord uses Unstoppable Charge and deals 3 damage to an Alapex. The Frost Lord attacks the Alapex and kills it. The Vermin Lord attacks the Mourn pack and uses Tyrant of Battle, killing off the Ogre. Next Broad attacks the last Ishleen guard and kills it. The Broad heals 1. Holding more objectives and completing their battle tactic, the Giants score 5 points. The Skaven battle tactic is Endless Expropriation. The Achillean King uses Heroic Leadership and the Frost Lord uses his Finest Hour. Both teams receive 1 primal dice. The Grey Seer fails to dispel the Grave Tide. The Grey Seer casts Mystic Shield but has it unbound. The Vermin Lord casts Flaming Weapon. Then the Vermin Lord casts Dreaded Death Frenzy. The Achillean King uses his potion of Hateful Frenzy. The War Stomper redeploys. One Alapex shoots at the Frost Lord and deals no damage. The other Alapex shoots at the War Stomper and deals 2 damage. The Vermin Lord then shoots at the Frost Lord and deals no damage. The Achillean King fails his charge but uses Forward to Victory to get his charge. The Alapex charges into the War Stomper. The last Alapex charges into the Frost Lord. The Achillean King is the only one to benefit from the Lord of Tide's ability. The Vermin Lord stomps the Frost Lord and deals 3 damage. The Frost Lord roars the Vermin Lord. The War Stomper stomps the Alapex and kills it. The Achillean King attacks the War Stomper. The Stomper uses all-out defense. The King kills the Stomper. The War Stomper then falls on the King dealing 3 damage. The Alapex attacks the Frost Lord and uses all-out attacks. The Alapex deals 2 damage. The Frost Lord attacks the Vermin Lord and takes 8 damage. The Vermin Lord attacks the Frost Lord and deals 2 damage. Holding more objectives and failing their battle tactic, the Skaven score 3 points. The Skaven win priority and choose to go first. The Skaven battle tactic is Assassins of the High Tide. The Achillean King take 3 damage. The King uses Heroic Recovery and heals 1. Both teams receive 2 primal dice. Broad fails Heroic Leadership. Vermin Lord casts Flaming Weapon. The Vermin also casts Dreaded Death Frenzy. The Grey Seer casts Death Frenzy. Grey Seer casts Mystic Shield. The Morn Pack redeploys. The Grey Seer uses at the double. The Vermin Lord shoots at the Frost Lord and misses. The Alapex shoots at the Frost Lord and deals 2 damage. The Achillean King fails his charge but uses Forward to Victory to get his charge. The Achillean King attacks the Mornfang pack and kills them. The Vermin attacks the Frost Lord and misses. The Frost Lord attacks the Vermin Lord and deals 6 damage. The Skaven holds more objectives and fails their battle tactic and scores 3 points. The Giant's battle tactic is Savor the Taste. The Alapex takes 3 damage from the touch of the Everwinter and the Vermin Lord takes 2 damage. Before the Vermin Lord is killed, Dreaded Death Frenzy lets the Vermin Lord attack the Frost Lord, killing him off. Broad uses Heroic Recovery and heals. The Achelian Kings fails Heroic Leadership. The Suffocating Grave Tide deals 1 damage to the Grey Seer. Broad uses at the double. Holding 2 objectives and failing their battle tactic, Broad scores 2 points. The Skaven win priority and choose to go first. The Skaven battle tactic is Intimidate the Invaders. Neither teams receives a primal dice. Broad uses Heroic Willpower. The Grey Seer dispels the Grave Tide. The Grey Seer casts Wither. The Grey Seer fails to cast Arcane Bolt. The Grey Seer uses at the double, then uses the Gnaw Hole. Holding more objectives and completing their battle tactic, the Skaven score 5 points. Broad's battle tactic is Intimidate the Invaders. Broad sunders the terrain. Completing his riveting turn, Broad holds more objectives and completes his battle tactic, scoring 5 points. Broad wins priority and chooses to go first. Broad does not have a battle tactic he can complete. Broad runs. Broad then smashes the Gnaw Hole. After holding off the Destruction Army's advances, the Skaven and Idoneth win the battle and survive another day.